Release new information that'll prove his version of events at quote-unquote the appropriate time. Let's talk it all over with our political panel. Joining me, Bill Burton, a Democratic strategist and former Deputy White House Press Secretary for President Obama, and Gina Loudon, a Donald Trump supporter and host of America Trends with Dr. Gina. So welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gina, let me just begin with you, just so I'm clear with all this news. You know, as a woman, you are fully supporting Donald Trump.
Well, I'll tell you that I've counseled women and girls who have endured sexual assault. I don't take it lightly. I myself have endured it, Brooke. I've also, though, counseled men who've been falsely accused and boys who've been falsely accused. And I think it's very important that we all stop for a minute and put all the political rancor and accusations aside and look at facts. The facts, if there is a misogynist candidate in this race, are not on the side of Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton, as you know, has taken money from Saudi Arabia, a lot of it, tens of millions of dollars, a country that oppresses.
Sorry, wait, you're saying they're not on the side of Hillary Clinton? I think what you meant is you think they are on the side of Hillary Clinton.
I'm saying that if there is a misogynist argument on in this race, that it would be against Hillary Clinton. There's a new video posted right now on Gateway Pundit that shows Bill Clinton in a video actually groping a woman on an airplane.
Okay, let me just jump in. I haven't seen it. Bill Clinton isn't running for president. Let me back up just a second, Gina, because as you are a victim, forgive me, it's my show, stand by. As a victim of sexual assault, which is serious stuff, when you heard Donald Trump on that bus bragging about, grab him by the you-know-what, bragging about sex assault, how did that make you feel?
I didn't like it. And I was clear about that. I completely agree with you. That's uncalled for.
You accept his apology and you move on.
For it. It was a long time ago. But what I don't accept, Hillary Clinton has never apologized for insinuating that a 12-year-old rape victim, on tape again, these are facts versus hearsay with Hillary, a 12-year-old rape victim, she insinuated that the little girl brought it on herself. This woman is still affected by this to this day. Hillary has never apologized for spending $100 against the victims of her own husband, investigating them to further degrade them after they'd already been victimized by her husband. That's what I can't forgive, Brooke, and those are facts.
Bill, jump in.
I have to say, what Donald Trump said was disgusting. And I think that when you listen to the allegations that have been made against him, the number one witness who has already been called is Donald Trump himself. If he says that this is what he goes and does, and then women come forward and say, yes, he did that to me, I don't think that the presumption ought to be, oh, well, Donald Trump was lying, and then also these women are lying. I think that that argument is completely corrupted by the fact that Donald Trump has shown himself to be disgusting and a misogynist throughout this entire campaign, and he's ending it on the worst possible awful note that, frankly, it's bad for the country, but it's particularly bad for any kid who's paying attention to this race. This is the guy that Republicans put forward to be an example for kids. It's disappointing.
Gina, let's put these accusations aside. These women who've come out today, let's put them aside. When you saw Donald Trump stand in front of that crowd today and say, with regard to the former People magazine writer, just look at her, meaning these accusations, this couldn't possibly be true. Look at her. What is that supposed to mean?
Well, actually, he said, look at the tape. We were
always in a public place.
No, he said,
look at her as well. I wrote it down.
I think that was a good point to make. I think that was a good point to make, that we do need to look at the actual evidence. I think we need to put every accusation in the last 30 days of a campaign. I think we need to take every single accusation made in the last 30 days of a campaign, whether it's by the Republican, the Democrat, I don't care. If it's just what something said, I think we need to set it aside. I think voters need to look at what we actually know, where the facts are, where the videos are. If these things happened with Mr. Trump, where is the camera phone? We all
Gina,
carry on camera
that's why I said accusations aside.
Where's the video?
They're not necessarily facts. What is fact is what happened in 2005 on the bus. But with these women's accusations, that's what they are. They're accusations. But the sheer fact that he said, look at her, fact.
But what's also a fact is that Hillary Clinton is not coming to the defense of the flight attendant that her husband abused on video. It's up on Gateway Pundit, as I told you. She's not coming to the defense of the girls in Saudi Arabia. Instead, she's taking money from their oppressors. She's not coming to the defense of the 12-year-old rape victim that she scoffed at, literally laughed at.
Can I just jump in here for a second
it on herself.
to get past some of this
the list goes on of things that Hillary Clinton has actually done.
The media spent years, by the way, talking about Bill Clinton, but again, he is not the one running for president. Bill, go.
Right, and I'm sure that this Trump surrogate would love for the rest of the campaign not to be about what people said, because if it weren't about what people said, then we wouldn't have to listen to the same disgusting comments that Trump has said throughout this campaign. But I have to say, I'm glad that you started with that clip from Paul Ryan, because it's very important to note that Donald Trump didn't come out of nowhere. Like this guy who said awful things about Mexican Americans, about Muslims, about every group in America that you can imagine, started with a base that was built by Paul Ryan and folks in the House who helped elect people like Alan West, who kept Michelle Bachmann in office, Steve King, Tom Tancredo, all these folks who were saying the same kind of things for years. And now Paul Ryan and congressional Republicans up and down the ticket are going to have their own problems because of Trump. And it only makes sense because it all started in the U.S. House of Representatives with Paul Ryan.
Speaker Ryan even today acknowledging he is worried about holding on to that Republican majority in the House post November 8th. We've got to go. Gina Loudon, Bill Burton, thank you.